Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Obsy. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about TikTok influence. So TikTok made me buy these fragrances more or less. There's a lot of hype on fragrances on TikTok. I mean, if you're in the fragrance side of things, I don't know how to explain that, but yeah, there are a lot of fragrances that are pretty much hyped on TikTok, and I'm not usually the one to fall for hypes. I like to try fragrances and actually make sure that they are for me before I actually make a purchase. Sometimes I blind buy, but I would never advise anyone to blind buy, especially if you're not used to notes in fragrances. I would always say make sure you buy what you like and don't fall for the hype. TikTok has a very huge influence on me, and I believe a lot of frag heads right now are also influenced by TikTok. So I decided to collate a couple of fragrances that I have bought because of that app. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. The first one on my list here is by Janeiro. I have used this particular brand for a very long time, and I have used 71, 62, the original one, the Pom Pom Cream. It's a very good brand. They really smell very nice, although I do question the longevity of the body mist, even though it's a body mist anyways. They're a little bit pricey, if I do say so myself, for what they stand for and what they represent, which is, you know, a nice body cream, shower gel, and all of that good stuff. Nice body mist, just like the Victoria's Secret ones. I think they are better smelling than the Victoria's Secret ones, but yeah, they're a little bit pricey. This is a 90 ml, and this retails for about, I think, $30 or $40 if I'm not mistaken. And if you want to go ahead and buy the, I think, 100 or 120 ml is even way pricier. For me, that's the only downside, but I mean, $30 is not so expensive. But for a body mist and something that, you know, is not going to last forever, I mean, people usually wear this as just perfumes. I don't wear this as just a perfume. I usually would layer this with other fragrances in my collection. Nonetheless, I was really influenced by TikTok and even some other influencers. I believe they received this product as PR. This is Janeiro 59. This has notes of vanilla, orchid, sugared violet, and sheer sandalwood. I thought people were saying that this smelled like Baccarat Rouge. I don't know why. That was one of the few reviews that I got from this, but honestly, this smells nothing like Baccarat Rouge. But I do see a little bit of that DNA, that very soft, cozy, warm DNA. This is actually my favorite from the brand. I think this one followed by the very first one. I don't remember what it's called, but there was the first one. A lot of people like 71. I think 71 is a little bit too nutty for me, or too caramelly for me. I don't get like physical burns on my skin where like you actually see the burn, but like when I spray it on my skin, I feel that burning sensation. I don't know if it's just me, but I got that from the green one and the 71. Those two particular ones, whenever I spray it on my skin, I get a burning sensation. Now I don't know if it's just me reacting to the product or some things in the product. Let me know if you actually have that experience as well, because that has made me to stop wearing those particular body mists. But from this one, I think it sits beautifully on my skin. It smells amazing. Of course, not long lasting like I said earlier, but it's such a beautiful body mist to use as a base for your fragrances. I mean, believe the hype of this one. If you have the body cream, if you can get your hands on the body cream, I think that smells amazing. Like, that smells really amazing. That's the next thing I'm going to buy from this brand, and I feel like if you layer both of them together and top it off with your perfume, it's going to be stunning. I mean, the body cream and the body mist layered together just gives that added effect, and even makes it last even longer. So this is definitely a hit for me. I really love this one, and I would definitely be repurchasing this if I run out. This next brand I'm about to call, I've been seeing them on my TikTok like forever. Their hype, or should I say their promo, their marketing is on 100. Like, they are literally spoon feeding you. I don't even know the English word today. Literally chucking your face. They want you to swallow this brand. This is called Supas Budapest, and this is a Budapest brand. Of recent, I have seen that they've been giving a lot of influencers their products, their perfumes to review. Influencers around the world, honestly. I see some people in the UK, I see some people in Dubai reviewing this particular fragrance, and they're literally trying to like shove it in our faces. So I decided to give it a try. I mean, I live in Budapest, so I might as well, you know, go ahead and give them a try. So I went into the store a few weeks ago. The store is gorgeous. It's located in a building, so like it's an apartment. I love how they've arranged their store, so you get like a consultation service, which is what I really enjoy the most when it's time to buy fragrances. I mean, I do appreciate the just normal way of just going to smell your fragrances and buying it, and maybe a store attendant helping you, but this particular one is like the perfumes are laid on different tables. You have someone actually show you the fragrances, work according to your taste and probably what works for your skin, you know, consult with you personally, and just I love the vibe of their store. I think it makes you feel a little bit more personal to the brand, so A+ for that. They have perfumes and fragrance oils, so the fragrance oils are like half price of the perfumes. I tried a lot of their fragrances and I don't know what to say. Should I say my honest review? I'm going to give my honest review about this brand. I feel like the brand is mostly a dupe house, to be honest, because couple, if not, I'll not say all because that would just be a reach. A lot of their fragrances did remind me of other fragrances, like the same DNA, the same vibe, the same aesthetics, not aesthetics, but the same smell. And maybe this might be a little bit more long lasting, but I believe they are mostly inspired by a lot of other fragrances in the market. Anytime I smell something and I feel like I have the same fragrance in my collection, I'm just like, oh, this smells like this. This one actually stood out to me. So this is Amber and Woods. I like to blind smell fragrances before actually going to Fragrantica or other websites to review and see what they actually smell like. I like to have my own initial opinion about a fragrance. In the process of smelling other common fragrances, they pushed out a couple of fragrances to people, like the same type of fragrances to people, to influencers, and so obviously those were my first fragrances to try out, and I must say I wasn't really a fan of some of them. I tried a couple more fragrances from their brand, and Amber and Woods definitely stood out to me. When I checked on Fragrantica to see other people's opinions, I did see like a similarity of this particular one with Baccarat Rouge 540, and honestly I think if I knew that this smelled like Baccarat Rouge, I wouldn't have bought it. I feel like it has the same DNA, but it's not exactly the same, because this to me just smell very different on my skin. I just saw this as something I could wear every day, something very easygoing but very long lasting. It did transition on my skin in a very beautiful way. It has woody notes in here, so it just was very perfect for my skin. I must say they are pretty long lasting as well. I don't want to say too much about this brand, but yeah, Supas is literally everywhere on my TikTok. Supas. So I decided to give them a try, and I actually like Amber and Wood. Would I be repurchasing this? Definitely not, just because I feel like the majority of their fragrances are literally inspired by other fragrances. But I have one that actually is on my wish list, which I really like, which is the Memories Gold. I really like this one. Some people say it smells like commodity milk, but it has that milky lactonic DNA, but a little bit spicier, more edgy. This is actually very gorgeous. I also saw that a lot of people were promoting this one, or they really pushed out this particular one. It says they're extra their perfume, so they obviously tend to last even longer. On first sniff, to be honest, I was reminded of Bianco Latte. It doesn't have as much vanilla as Bianco Latte. I really thought that they were kind of similar in terms of like the vibe. I don't know how to explain it, but it has that lactonic vibe. I was immediately reminded of Bianco Latte, Blanche Better from Liquid Imaginaires, and have never smelled commodity milk, so I don't know how that smells. That's the vibe I'm getting from Memories Gold. Almighty Teriyaki from Lattafa. Okay, when I bought this fragrance, I blind bought it because I couldn't smell it in store, so they didn't have like a tester bottle. If I smelled it, so I probably wouldn't even buy it, to be honest. But the bottle is gorgeous. I must give it to them. Their packaging is top notch. I'm not a fan of the snake though. I'm not really a fan of the snake, but their packaging is gorgeous. This got a lot of hype because the perfumer who worked on this particular fragrance with Lattafa is called Quentin. Is Quentin? I don't know his last name. Quentin Bish, but I don't want to pronounce it wrongly. But Quentin, which is a famous perfumer that did Boy Imperial, I believe also did a Delina exclusive. So basically he's a very popular perfumer, and when we heard that he was working with Lattafa, knowing fully well that Lattafa is an affordable brand, we were so happy. But to me, yes, the bottle is stunning, so A for effort. As soon as I sprayed this thing here, this just gave me La Belle from Jean Paul Gaultier, but this is a more powdery, softer La Belle. I loved La Belle. I mean, I don't use La Belle anymore because I feel like I have overgrown it. This particular one just gives me a more powdery La Belle. I can't remember the notes in here, but I'm going to leave it on the screen for you guys to see. It's a very long lasting fragrance. At first it does have a beast mode projection, like people are going to smell you. As it dries down, it has minimal projection, which is still very okay. Like people are still going to smell you for sure. But for me, I just do not like that DNA anymore. I'm over the DNA. I feel like like it's a little bit too powdery for me. It's a little bit too soft for me. It's soft yet present. It's like a baby powder, you know, like you can smell the scent of like the talcum powder, but then it's a little bit soft and airy. So that's what I get with this particular one. A lot of people like it, to be honest. A lot of people love it. It's not a love for me. It's an okay fragrance. If I have it in my collection, would I be reaching out for it a lot? I don't think so. It's not a fragrance that I would immediately reach out for. So I definitely have to sell this or give it away. Like if you like the Jean Paul Gaultier Label DNA, then you definitely like this one. I think it's stunning, just not for me. Eilish by Billie Eilish. Now this one I have had for a while. This is the first one, the first perfume that was released from Billie Eilish. I really liked this one, to be honest. I liked how creamy, how soft, how woody it smells on my skin. I feel like woody notes really complement my skin very well as very strong notes. A very soft, sweet, very cozy as well, warm. Obviously the bottle is stunning. The bottle is stunning, but the fragrance or the juice itself is equally as stunning. I believe that this is a good celebrity perfume. I've used a lot of it. I'm almost running out, but I will not be repurchasing because I feel like it's not groundbreaking. It's an okay fragrance, like an everyday fragrance, bedtime fragrance, you know, just a fragrance for errands, you know, just a lounge. It can also be a good work fragrance, to be honest. I just feel like it's not that gym for work. Lattafa Nebras is a dupe for this one. I'm not also a fan, so I definitely was not going to purchase that one, and I already had this anyway. Is this video even complete if I don't mention Bianco Latte? Bianco Latte is literally everywhere on TikTok. Everybody swears by this fragrance. When I smelled it the first time, I was pretty impressed because I'm not one to go for lactonic fragrances or fragrances that are very creamy, you know, that smell like this. Basically, I'm not the one to go for that, but I really loved how it smelled on my skin. What really stood out to me about this fragrance, because I had to get a sample first and I tried it on my skin, and the longevity of this fragrance is to die for. Like, I can't even emphasize, this lasts forever, literally. I feel like the dry down of this scent is so stunning. It's very beautiful. The vanilla is very prominent in this one. The only thing I do not like about Bianco Latte is the coumarin note, which makes it a little bit spicy. So there's that very screechy effect that I get when I spray this that kind of makes me sneeze a lot. I don't know if it's just me reacting to it or that's how a lot of people feel about it. I can't overspray this fragrance. This is one fragrance that I cannot overspray. It's so strong. A little goes a very long way. Huge projection. I think overall the brand is amazing. I think Bianco Latte is an easy start with the brand. Also Bora Bora is very good. TikTok really influenced me. Till now people keep talking about it. Another one that I want to pair with this is the Escapade Gourmande from Maison Mataha. I did not get a full bottle. I got a couple of samples. I think that the fragrance is stunning. I was almost influenced to buy that one. It's a very stunning creme brulee brown sugar fragrance, but for the price tag, hell no. Why? Because it's not long lasting. I tried it on my skin and I get at most 6 hours wear. It dries down as a skin scent on me. So with that kind of fragrance, I would want at least some minimal projection, if you get what I mean. Maybe if I overspray the fragrance, maybe it to have a bit more performance or it to perform better. I'm not sure. That's the only reason I did not purchase that fragrance. Lattafa's Honor and Glory. The only fragrance I have from this collection is the Oud for Glory, which is a dupe for Oud for Greatness. Honor and Glory I've been seeing a lot. I love the bottle. Let me just say I love the packaging. When I saw people talk about this fragrance, I was like, could it be that great? You know, I smelled amethyst and honestly that perfume just threw me off. Like, it smells very synthetic. I bought this fragrance for my friend the other day and she cannot stop talking about this fragrance. It's very creamy, it's tropical. The different facets of this fragrance, like, it's very long lasting. Projection, I would say minimal projection or moderate projection. People are going to smell you for sure, but I will not call this a beast mode scent. What gets me every time is the pineapple. Like, I just feel like I'm on the beach. It's so tropical, it's sensual, it's sexy, it's creamy, it's long lasting. It has almost become my signature scent because I'm literally always wearing this either to bed, to work, anywhere. I'm either layering this with other fragrances in my collection or I'm wearing it on its own. I absolutely love this fragrance. It's a stunning one. Definitely believe the hype for Honor and Glory. I don't know why it took me so long to actually get my hands on this one, and it's very inexpensive as well. The last fragrance for this video is Khamrah. Now Khamrah, I just feel like I'm late to the party, right? Khamrah has been out there. A lot of people have talked about this fragrance, especially because of the packaging and people saying that it is a dupe for Angel Share from Kilian. I don't know, I don't like to buy things when the product is still like hyped up, if that makes sense. Khamrah honestly smells nothing like Angel Share. Yes, I see what they did here when it comes to the marketing. It's spicy, it's gourmand, it's sexy. I love it. Like, I'm so late to the party. This is such a gorgeous scent. I wore this to work the other day and honestly the compliments, it has a very huge sillage. It's so long lasting. I could smell myself the next day. It doesn't smell like it's gonna be that long lasting. It's not a big smooth scent, so you wouldn't even expect it to last that long. You're going to be getting whims of Khamrah. Usually I would mix this with the Honor and Glory because I feel like they complement each other very well. This is so sexy. Again, I'm going to leave all the notes on the screen because I'm just telling you like my first-hand impression, what I get when I smell these fragrances, not because of the notes but just because how they genuinely make me feel. Khamrah Lattafa is definitely one for the books. All right guys, those are the fragrances that have come to my collection because of TikTok. Thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Have you tried any of these fragrances and do you love them? If you're new to my channel, please do not leave without hitting the subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram. My name is Obsy_P. Make sure you hit the like button, share it to your friends and your loved ones, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.